KPFK.org live
back
streaming.
again, man.
Oh, that's right. Here on KPFK 90.7.
I was going to ruin it.
KPFK.org live streaming. I'm Lalo Alcaraz. I'm creator of La Cucaracha and a whole bunch of other crap. And I'm joined by the lovely Jeffrey Keller.
Jeff Keller, man.
We are joined right now by producers, creators and members and musicians that are going to be participating in a very large lucha libre. You know what? You got to get rid of the art exhibit and concert and just call it a lucha libre event. I think you could have just gone with that. La Bulla. And Antonio Pelayo, welcome to the Pocho Hour.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, sure. So tell us about this great event. Actually, reintroduce everyone here.
Okay, we have my partner Dan Madigan. He wrote a book on lucha libre, Lucha Mando a Gogo, and he's a host of a radio station about wrestling. Yes. Then we have Steve Guerrero. He's an entrepreneur, event producer, successful businessman. Steve Guerrero. And then we have Clemente Ruiz from the band, our main performance, La Resistencia.
La Resistencia.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming. Tell us about the show. Don't go to me. I don't know anything.
Yeah, so we're definitely very excited. First of all, thank you for having us. We're really having a blast here, and we've been really having a blast just putting this thing together. Once again, this is Steve Guerrero, and what we do is we don't just create events, we create experiences. It's an experiential event, and that's exactly what we're doing nowadays, where if it was just lucha, that's great, that's amazing. I mean, you guys can probably do this show for about 3-4 hours and just talk about lucha and what's happened. I mean, there's just so much history behind it. But if you think about it, we're here to stimulate a lot of people in a lot of different ways. We have lucha, which is amazing. It's gonna be incredible. We also have a lot of we have amazing bands like we have La Resistencia here with us right now, and we have tons of others. We also have live music. We have live DJs. I mean, world-renowned DJs are going to be there as well. We have the art exhibit. So what we're doing is we're tailoring for all the Angelinos and surrounding areas to come out and support, because this is not just an event. It really is an experience. It is a movement of what's happening here, and this is exactly what we need. We need something like this because, for a lot of reasons, obviously. But we're definitely very excited to have us. You definitely want to be there. Go get your tickets at flavorus.com. /La Bulla. You can also follow us on Facebook on La Bulla, and you definitely don't want to miss this event.
Yeah, I love that. You know what I love about it? Like, I go to events like, say, NBA All-Star Games, stuff like that. They take over the city. When they take over the city, they have events. They'll have, like, bands night, or, like, in the park, they'll have different food tasting and art and all that stuff, and they just make it a whole event for the weekend. So I think at this level, I think this is a brilliant idea. And people in LA, you need to embrace it and come out and support this, because, man, I'll tell you what, anytime you can go to an event like this, it's an experience that you'll never have again.
Exactly. And that's what happens. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of social events, especially in Los Angeles. I mean, you go to downtown LA, you can go to Hollywood, but the thing is that a lot of people are tired of the clubs and tired of waiting in line and tired of, you got to know somebody.
I know I am, man. When
you never have that problem.
When Paris Hilton calls me, I'm like, not again.
Wait, you haven't went to a club until you sit with Lalo and he gets bottle service.
Exactly.
Is that when they hit you on the head with a bottle?
But he never returns my messages on MySpace. But what we're doing is,
I'll hit you up on Friendster, okay? Fine.
For the people that don't go out every Saturday night, they want to have an event. They just don't want to go ahead and spend a Saturday and see what happens. They know what they're going to get, and they're going to get a great event, and that's why we're having this.
And tell us about this big event, this Lucha Libre event.
Well, I'll give you guys a little history on the name, where it came from. My dad was a huge Lucha Libre fan, so when I was a baby, I resembled a Japanese wrestler called Shibuya.
Oh, I like Shibuya.
So my dad got that name from that wrestler and gave me that nickname.
Wow.
So it's an event that I've been wanting to produce for a long, long time. And as you know, some of my one of the current series that I'm working on is all about Lucha Libre. So then after El Velorio last year, I spoke to a couple of my sponsors, and I told them about the idea about this event, and they got excited about it, and I told them, if you guys get behind us, then I'll start producing it. So then first person that I thought of to team up with was my friend Dan Madigan. I've known Dan for over 20 years. We used to work together at Disney, and Dan has been one of my early mentors in my art career, and he is one of the foremost knowledgeable person that I know of about lucha libre. So right away I called him up and I told him, look, dude, we need to do this. So then we started organizing it, and then I thought about my other friend, Steve Guerrero. He's a successful event producer / entrepreneur. Told him about the idea, and he joined in right away, and then everything just started. It's like blowing up right now.
Lucha Libre, it is larger than life. I mean, the masks make the story, and what everyone that wrestles is called a luchador, but the guys that wear the mask are called the mascarados, which is something different. You just can't put a mask on and be a wrestler. It's like you can't weld a sword and be a samurai. You've got to earn that mask, and I don't think people realize there's a whole process of going to get the mask, and the mask is such an important part of Lucha Libre. It becomes not just the second skin, it's the first skin. I mean, the mask to a wrestler is like his soul, and to lose that, you lose part of your life. I mean, which is, as fans, we know this is a very important part of the business, and the mask represents who you are. The great thing about Lucha Libre is once you put the mask on and you hide your identity, your true self comes out. If you're a good guy, a technico, or a bad guy, they call it a rudo, when there's no social ramifications, your true essence comes out, and that's the great thing about it. You're free to be who you want to be.
That's awesome.
That's a good defense if you get busted robbing somebody with a mask on.
We're talking to Dan Manning. We're talking also to everyone from La Bulla, a Lucha Libre event. And it's an exhibit and concert that is happening next Saturday, Saturday the 11th at Plaza de la Raza, 3540 North Mission Road. You can get tickets at Flavorus, FLAVORUS.com/La Bulla, LABULLA, and or hashtag, search for the hashtag La Bulla. And it's going to be a great show, art show, party, basically. That music that we heard
Yes.
earlier, not to lose any momentum here, was
That's right.
La Resistencia. And tell us about that track.
The track you just heard?
Yeah.
That track is called Proteger y Reprimir. Made it on the EP. The album is out this September.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where can people go find more your music?
We have our music on iTunes, Spotify. It's at Amoeba Music,
Oh, great.
Amazon,
All right.
internet outlets.
And you're going to be at La Bulla next week at Plaza de la Raza. 21 and over. Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
Yeah. So, yes.
One last thing, I want to thank director of Plaza de la Raza, Maria.
Oh, she's
Maria
the best.
Jimenez.
She's the
Yes,
best.
absolutely.
She's really opened it up.
Very, very much, and we appreciate her. Part of the proceeds are going to go to Plaza de la Raza.
Yes.
And we have an auction going on in the exhibit, so bring your wallet, your checks.
Yeah.
100% of the proceeds of the auction go to Plaza de la Raza.
Yeah, that's awesome. They have lots of classes for kids in teatro, dance. I used to teach cartooning there, and it's a great place. And
Shepard Ferry donated some work.
Oh, yes.
wow,
Shepard
great.
Ferry
Oh,
donated.
wow.
He
Thank you,
did 3
Shepard.
pieces. Yeah, thanks Shepard for donating pieces to be our
3 pieces,
Yeah.
to be exact.
All right, so.
Now you got to step your game up for real.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow, I'm not going to say anything.
Next one for Velorio.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, you guys. La Bulla next week, Plaza. Be there Saturday the 11th, 7 o'clock. Go to flavorus.com to look for tickets. La Bulla.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
All right. Thanks a lot, you
Thank
guys.
you guys. Put me down on the list.